Guys, am I live? I've been sitting here talking to you for 5 minutes. I'm waiting for chat to tell me if I'm live. Nicole, I have literally been sitting here talking to you guys for like 3 to 5 minutes. Hi, Tammy T. Hi, Sin. Hi, Jenica. If you're a creator and you use StreamYard, you know that there are 2 actions: go live and then go live. I clicked go live, thought I did the second action, started saying hi. You guys started coming into the chat room. Nobody's speaking back to me. I'm trying to find you. And then I go back over here and it says, do you want to go live? And I was like, yeah, I think I'd like to do that. So hi. Hi, Red Mustang. Now perhaps I can find us on the second screen. Duh. Your channel. Live. Lordy, mercy, there she is. She's live on YouTube. Okay, finally. Lordy mercy. Yeah, Prissy, now that the gang is all here. How's everybody doing? Hi, Sasha. No, you didn't miss a thing. Except me sitting here. Hi, nature lover. Except me sitting here just saying good morning and calling out your names in the chat. And nobody, hi, Southern Mountain Girl. Hi, Jaded. Nobody's talking back to me. And I'm like, something's not right here. So, guys, hi, Lisa. Guys, I'm trying to grab at least one of your comments, at least from way back up here, just to acknowledge your presence. And if I miss you, I'm sorry. Yeah, I was saying, good morning, Texaholic. Good morning, Sarah Lockhart. Good morning, Jam 420. Good to see you, Jam 420. Geez, honey, great. Long time no see. And I wasn't even up here live. I said good morning to Ladacha. Oh, babies, let me see. There's Lisa Mongrain. Oh, what a way to start a live. Hey, if that's the worst that happens, we're going to be just fine. Good morning, Darlene. Y'all, this username, after I got my tongue tangled up around my one eye tooth, couldn't see what I was saying, said, you can call me Darlene. Hi, Misty Dawn. Hi, Seal. How are you, baby? There's our Teresa Nelson. Here comes, I'm telling you guys, I've had several requests to go live earlier in the day. So I thought, okay, do it. But this is why I usually wait till later. They are really rambunctious this time of morning. And I need to use StreamYard so I can screen share for my content today. So I have to be here. you can look at this. Hi, Cautious Gems. Hi, Trigger Toad Flip Flop. Trigger Toad, I've been wondering if that was you. I pretty much figured that it was, honey, when I've seen you in other chats. So we've got us a couple of mods now. So, oh, let you see my shirt. Hang on a second, sweetie. It's a gimme. My friend Gracie that passed away last year gave it to me. Summer, sunshine, beach waves, palm trees, and sun. And I thought, you know, I'm going to talk about summer. So, okay. So if I suddenly jump up and squeal or something goes flying across the room, don't panic. Welcome to my world. Won't you come on in? Ninja kitties, I guess, will cause a ruckus now and then. Yes, Brenda. And my content today is serious. So I'll do my best because we've already begun. And so, Pamela, you love that song, but yeah, for real. Yeah. Miracles, I guess, still happen now and then. It is a beautiful song. Okay, guys, the title, The Utter Negligence of Candus BLOND. I maybe went a little over the top choosing utter. Because I'm not going to talk about all of the negligence I have seen. I'm going to focus in on one, just one today. One that could possibly fit within my/our hypotheses in our discussions regarding what might have happened to Summer Moon Utah Wells on the 15th of June of 2021 that resulted in nobody knowing where she is. One of the things that we have had on our list here of possibilities, the list that if you haven't been here for a long time, you may not know what I'm talking about. So just let me very briefly say, almost 2 years ago, the viewers of Lip Locked No More helped me compile a list through majority vote of possible scenarios. What might have happened to Summer, just in a list, like murdered, sold, trafficked, so on and so forth. On that list was, and still is, accident, cover up. It's one it's not my main hypothesis, okay? So I had not invested until recently a great deal of time into possible accidents And the few times I did, I've already shared with you guys. So they're in other videos. Now, I'm going to focus today on Summer not having been in a booster seat and properly restrained on the ride home from the purported video that has commonly become referred to as the milk jug video. We know I shouldn't make assumptions. I believe everyone, and if I've missed you in chat, I'm very sorry. I will try to catch up with you later. I'm a stream of consciousness speaker, and once I get on a roll, I like to look into the lens so that you feel that I'm actually speaking with you. And then I kind of like to bounce back to chat, okay? But just in case there's anybody that doesn't, isn't familiar, I want to make it clear that although you will hear from time to time people refer to the milk jug video being the last known video of Summer Moon Utah Wells, that is not true according to the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation frequently asked questions on the Summer Wells page. The swimming hole video at Warrior's Path is the last known, according to authorities. Okay. I'm not arguing the point as to whether or not the milk jug video was shot the afternoon and uploaded at 3:09 p.m. to Unmasked or whoever it was that was sent to. Now, there's a point I want to make before I start screen sharing, and that is about our live chat. Your live chat, not mine. Your live chat right now is running on my channel with my mods, our mods, in observing and reading to ensure that you are protected and that community guidelines are not violated. Other than the violation of community guidelines and terms of service, you talk about anything in this chat room you want to. You are not required to chat about what I am talking about. Now, I'm bringing this up for a reason. I went to a channel that I hadn't been to in a number of months the other evening because the creator was talking about Summer Wells. When I entered the chat room, now I had been in that chat room the night before. The creator had even alluded to the fact that they were happy I was there, that I had come back. Now, this was at night. I'm not going to say the channel or the creator. Someone who is often, or at least in the past, has often been in your chat room here on my channel, greeted me in return, and in that greeting said, "I'm sorry I haven't been over for any of your lives lately. I've been absorbed in this? To which I replied, tagged the person, and I replied, I understand. I have been totally absorbed in the Letitia Stouch trial. No worries. Something like that. The person I was chatting with comes back and says, we'd better change the topic before redacted times us out or blocks us. And before I could wonder what that user meant by that in the chat room, I was timed out. You know why I was timed out? Because I wasn't chatting about what the creator had set up as their guidelines, that if you don't talk about what I'm talking about, you're not welcome here because it distracts me. Well, guess what? If you guys, darlings, in my chat room, if your chat distracts me, that's not your fault, that's mine. This chat room does not belong to me. It belongs to you. I'm not in the chat room. I'm up here on the screen. I put a little chat in there at the beginning. I'll be there in a few minutes. How often do you see me do that? Now, if you guys know who that is and what that's about, please do not put that in chat, because it will just stir a pot, and we know what happens when you stir the poo. But I wanted to make it clear that on this channel, if your chat distracts me, that's because I'm not paying attention to my content. I'm reading your chat. And the fact that I had gone to that channel to decompress, and the only thing I said was, I understand, because I had been totally absorbed in the Letitia Stouch trial. Now, let me say something else. I'm not the only creator whose username is the same as their channel. So me coming into a chat room under my name, Lip Locked No More, is not me channel building. It's me coming in because I'm interested in what you have to say. And as a trusted, respected YouTube creator that I have become, being timed out in a chat room because you're not adhering to the fucking rules, well, here's the rules here. Please do not violate community guidelines, terms of service, YouTube. Period. A lot of you come into a chat room to chat with the other people in the chat room. Some of you are a hemisphere apart, and the only time you get to say, hi, how are you, is in somebody's live chat. I'm not going to take that away from you. It's ludicrous, it's ridiculous, and it shows, in my opinion, before I shut up about it and get on with my content, poor judgment on the part of the channel holder. So, all right. Hi, happy hippie, burnt butt cheeks. I love your name. You probably hear that everywhere you go, don't you, baby? I love your name, burnt butt cheeks. So, I'm still holding my lip weird. I'm not going to go off into my personal issues other than to say that I spent an hour and 45 minutes in the dental chair yesterday. And by about 6 weeks from now, the really good thing is I get to keep all that are still here. And I will end up with a partial plate on the top. And my doc assures me that when he's finished with me about 6 weeks from now, that when I smile at you guys again, the way I really love to smile and that comes naturally to me, my teeth are going to sparkle and knock your eyes out. So, but that's why you're getting this again today, because I don't want you to see it. It's not nice to look at. So I try to keep you from looking at it. Hi, Ginger Snap, Ginger Snap. I have one more step that my IT guy can't come over. Quick digression, and then I got to get into this content because we've been on almost 30 minutes. My IT guy is really busy, and I've got like one step left, Ginger Snap, to get the monitoring cameras that you sent for us up and activated. I don't know how to switch the router from the one thing to the other thing. So, but they're in their box, safe and sound on the dining room table. And when my IT guy lets me know, hey, I can be there this afternoon or this evening or this weekend or whatever, I'll have them all charged up so that when he comes over, Ginger and honey, I just wanted to let you know that, even though it's way off topic and not even for this channel. But I don't know how much money you spent on those cameras, but regardless, I wanted you to know I'm not just blowing that off. Your investment will not be wasted. All right, baby. Hi, I'll be Frank. All right, darlings. Hi, Piper. All right, now. Hi, Kiki Ice. Hi, The Cat's Life. Darlings, if I've missed you, I'm really sorry, but here we go. I want to keep this live at a length of time. I'm learning from other creators. If we keep it to like an hour, hour and a half-ish, at least less than 2, it's more easily digestible. It's easier for you to fast forward if you want to through all the rigmarole that I do at the beginning or whatever, and get to the meat of it if you're interested in the meat of it. Now, hi, Sophie. Let's see if I can remember how to present content. I know I say that every time, but now I have 3 things pulled up. And the first thing I want to do, just in case we have someone, let me see if I've got this right, honey, here so that I can see what I see. The picture that okay. You're looking, once it comes up, I had to scroll back and forth for a second for it to populate. They're advertising a Subaru. We're at the ROGERSVILLE review, and I'm not looking at it for I read the article. I'm looking at it because of the picture of summer. This picture that we've all seen. pulled this one up because it's not a yes, the one. Obviously, you can look at the still, or what do we call them now? Screenshot or whatever we call them. I don't know all that terminology. Of Summer Wells in the back seat of Candus Harrer, her maternal grandmother's pickup truck, reportedly near Merle Road, near the junction, on the ride home after a day in Kingsport, Tennessee, running errands and taking Candus Harrer, Candus Bly's mother, to the Holston Medical Center because she was having allegedly problems with her knee, where she's had a knee replacement. I do not know when this video was taken, nor do I know who actually took it, nor do I believe it was Candus Harrer. I've got several thoughts based on that tiny snippet of the voice saying no. Of who might have shot that video. It would be mere speculation, and I've done plenty of that. So the point of who shot the video is not the point of my content today. Nor is the orange soda in the seat, nor what appears to be Skittles strung across the seat. My focus is the fact that Summer Wells is not in a booster seat, nor is she properly restrained. I mean, even if she, all right, Susan, don't go there. This right here is one reason that Candus Bly could already have been charged with something in regards to her utter negligence and regard for the health, safety, and welfare of her children. In this case, specifically, her 5-year-old daughter, Summer Moon Utah Wells. As you can see, and I know I'm saying things that have been said so many times, I'm sure your ears want to bleed from it, that I have never talked about. So the obvious thing, no booster seat. So why isn't there one? You don't have one. You can't afford one. You forgot to take it out of the other vehicle. Negligence, negligence, negligence. You have absolutely no excuse to not have an appropriate booster seat for Summer Wells. None. Zip. Nada. Motherfucking zero, Candus Bly. You have no valid reason nor excuse that Summer Wells was not properly secured in a booster seat as per Tennessee state law. Negligence. Furthermore, although Summer does have the seatbelt portion across her abdomen The shoulder restraint is behind her back. So, am I attempting to suggest that Candus Bly and whoever her other passenger was, other than Summer, at this point, on this day, whatever time and whatever day this was, am I attempting to put out there that Candus Bly had some kind of a car accident for which there's no evidence? No, I am not. What I want to talk about is what would happen driving down a rural highway in Tennessee where there is a great deal of wildlife, just like there is here in Arkansas, where I live, where at any time of the day, not necessarily just dawn or dusk, one would need to slam on their brakes in order to avoid hitting wildlife, a child or a human being running into the road in front of them, a car suddenly slamming on their brakes in front of them to avoid a rear end collision. Any reason you viewers can think of that you're driving down a highway where the speed limit is 55 miles an hour, although you are approaching a hard curve. So you're probably slowing down. And something causes you to slam on your brakes. What happens? Well, let's stop sharing the picture number. And let's look at what happens. Well, actually, let me pull this other thing up first. This is the Tennessee Highway Safety Office website. Helping you arrive. Right here. See around what it says around it is, it's more than a law, it's a lifesaver. Tennessee Highway Safety Office. Tennessee's child restraint law. Let me emphasize the most important three-letter word in that title. Candus Bly, law. Of course, you have no regard for law that I've seen, or very little, so why would you care if you are violating Tennessee's child restraint LAW law? Oops, sorry. In 1977, Tennessee became the first state to pass a child restraint law. Dr. Robert Sanders, the Murfreesboro pediatrician known as Dr. Seatbelt, played an extraordinary role in the passage of Tennessee's Child Passenger Protection Act. He and his wife, Pat, lobbied the Tennessee General Assembly for several years to pass this legislation. At the time, car seat use was less than 15%, and car crashes were the leading cause of death for young children. The law went into effect in 1978, sparking legislative efforts in other states across the nation. Dr. Sanders became known as the pioneer of this groundbreaking movement. By 1985, 8 years later, all 50 states adopted a mandatory child restraint law. The following changes have been made to the child passenger restraint law effective July 1st, 2004. For more information on Tennessee's child restraint laws, refer to Tennessee Code Annotated 55-9-602. Children age 4 through age 8. Children age 4 through age 8 and measuring less than 4 feet 9 inches in height must be secured in a belt positioning booster seat system meeting federal motor vehicle safety standards in the rear seat if available, or according to the child safety seat or vehicle manufacturer's instructions. Parentheses, note, if the child is not between age 4 and age 8, but is less than 4 feet 9 inches in height, she must still use a seat belt system meeting federal motor vehicle safety standards. Darlings, let me stop sharing this. I just wanted to be able to substantiate to anyone viewing that the photograph or the screenshot, the still grabbed from the video of Summer Wells on the 15th of June of 2021 is a violation of Tennessee state law. Full stop. Now, if Summer made it home safely and something happened to her after she arrived home, okay. But what might have happened to Summer if her mother, Candus Bly, had had to slam on the brakes and had slowed down to, 35 miles an hour? Which she likely would have been slowing down because she was approaching a hard curve. Hi, Raybird. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Crystal. Hi, Sifta. Am I on top chat over here? Yeah, I'm on top chat over here. Of course, I wasn't looking, but now this, I neglected to link this before I started the live in the description below, but I will. As a matter of fact, I'll link everything we've looked at once I end the live. Now, babies, I'm going to play this a couple of times because it's only 12 seconds long. We're going to look at, now we're not going to look at a real baby. This is not, okay, don't get worried. We're not going to see this baby that we see here. Okay, this is just the thumbnail. Okay, we're not going to see this baby hurt. What we're going to see is an animated simulation of a 6-year-old child in a 35-mile-an-hour crash with and without a booster seat. Now, the reason I've chosen this one, because there are lots of these type things, and believe me, I went through several pages in Google search, scrolling. I wanted to find something as close to summer situation as I could find, and this is the closest one I could find. I'm not saying it's exactly the same. I'm saying it's as close as I could find. Now, when this starts, and like I said, I'm going to play it several times because it's only 12 seconds long. Now, I wish I knew how to loop it so it would just loop on its own. Maybe I can figure that out sometime. But there will be a moving graphic on top and a moving graphic below running at the same time, showing you the difference. The one on the bottom is the one that will show you what happens to a 6-year-old child in a 35-mile-an-hour crash when they are wearing only a seat belt, which is properly secured, by the way. I couldn't find one where the shoulder strap is behind the child with just the lap belt. So, all right. It's not going to have any audio. Here we go. Okay. I'm going to play it again. Is there a way for me to loop that? Let me check these settings. No, only playback speed and quality. Hang on, babies. Can I slow it down? Let me slow it down to half speed and see what we're seeing when we do that. Here we go again. Now remember, it's the graphic on the, look at whatever you want to, but it's the one on the bottom you're looking at to see. Even if Summer had had the shoulder strap properly placed at 35 miles an hour, and granted this is a crash, so let's take into consideration as well, not a crash, Candus Bly merely having to hard slam the brakes to avoid some sort of crash or collision. Let's try it again. At half speed. One more time. As you can see, this is copyright 2018, the Children's Hospital, the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia Research Institute. This is not a fly-by-night. And I'm going to do it one more time, and then I won't torture you again. And if you look at the simulation on the top where the child is properly secured, it's horrifying enough. Burnt cheeks, baby, as I was saying before I went into content, baby. You don't have to stay on topic in this chat room. You talk about whatever you want to, as long as you guys are kind and respectful to one another, even if your opinions disagree, and as long as you don't violate terms of service. This is your chat room, not mine. Okay? Nicole, honey, I didn't either. When I started my research a couple of days ago, because like I said, once I started the Google search, that's the closest I could find to what we know it was Summer's situation because we see it with our own eyes, and her mother driving the vehicle. So we know that that's for real there. And again, I want to remind you that that is a simulation of a crash. I don't want to show you guys the videos I've watched of what happens with crash test dummies. All of those I watched, you wouldn't believe. Well, yeah, you would, because you guys know I do my research. But Nicole, honey, I watched so many that, all different kinds of scenarios, front end collision, rear end collision, T-boning, some from way back when they first started doing these studies. So the vehicles were like 1970s type vehicles, way back in the day. It's horrifying. It's absolutely horrifying to see what happens. Not the result, not the end result. I don't even want to go there. But to watch these simulations of what is occurring to a human body when a vehicle crash or something of that nature occurs. Wow. So we saw in that simulation that even with the child having the seatbelt on, the child still goes down and is sliding down. And with that shoulder strap on, it was going up around the throat as the child is sliding down in the seat. So maybe Candus thought she was doing Summer a favor by putting it behind her. Now, there's much more research to be done on this topic, and I'm not an expert by any stretch of the imagination at all. I'm just an old woman that's very curious and cares about what happened to this little girl, Summer Wells. And one of the theories that has been presented, not only by other creators, but by numerous people for almost 2 years now, is what if there was some kind of an accident? Well, this is one hypothesis. I wish I could find a simulation of what happens to a child summer size with that strap behind their back like it was on her. If any of you can find one, that'd be really cool, but I couldn't. So take consideration that I'm not an expert and I'm just speculating here. But branching off of the video we just watched, what if in her violation of Tennessee state law by not putting her baby, Summer Wells, into a booster seat, what if Candus Bly, Summer's mother, traveling at a rate of speed appropriate for travel on a state highway, for whatever reason, had to slam on the brakes, and Summer's not restrained across here, and she's thrown forward and back. Okay? Watch me again. Let's just pretend. We're just pretending. I've got a seat. My arms are my arms are up here. So I've got a seat belt here. And I'm in the back seat and one of y'all is driving and a deer has just run out in front of you and you're slamming on the brakes. If I was 5 years old, a baby's just doing that motion sitting here. I was gentle with that. I've had some theater, so I know how to show you a few things and not hurt myself. But that actually kind of ached a little bit. I'm sitting in an office chair, just throwing my body around. And I can feel the impact of what I just did right here. What if I was doing 35 to 55 miles an hour and that happened? And I was Summer's size. Then, mere speculation. I want to make this perfectly clear. I'm speculating. These are not facts. Okay, so they're just a few minutes from home at 110 Ben Hill Road in the Beech Creek community near Rogersville, Tennessee. And Candus Bly is not aware that what just happened has resulted in anything. Summer's asleep. She's just asleep. Are her arms still up the way they were? No? Why did you even shoot the video, Candus, or have someone shoot it? You said that you wanted that because she was sleeping like her daddy, Donald Wesley Wells Jr. with her arms above her head. Are her arms still up? Like they're, no? Oh, that's what I wanted. That's what you wanted. You wanted a picture of Summer while you're driving 55 miles an hour down a state highway, approaching a hard curve. What are you looking in your fucking rearview mirror to see the baby? How do you know she's even back there with her arms above her head? What would make her arms come down? If her arms were above her head, Candus Bly, would you slam it on your brakes? Make her arms come down and make you wonder, are her arms still up? No? Oh, that's what I want. So did you get home and you thought maybe in this hypothetical scenario that she's just asleep? And maybe, unlike you told Chris McDonough of the interview room, maybe she didn't just jump up. Maybe she couldn't just jump up. Because maybe her neck was broken. Candus Bly. So why don't you tell us the truth? Of course you won't, but it makes me feel good to say. Yeah. Jump up like nothing. Babies, let me look at your chat because I'm getting pissed off. Kiki, baby, is saying, this is my opinion, but I think the accident happened on the property. I think someone got mad, lost control, and hurt that baby bad. Kiki, I've wondered about that too when I let my mind wander down the accident hypothesis road, Letitia Stouch style. And then, oh my God, what am I going to do? Maybe Candus is drunk, maybe she's high, maybe she's stoned, maybe she's a combination of all three, or maybe none of those things. And maybe she just is scared to go to jail. I'd be scared to go to jail too, Candus Bly. But viewers, let's not forget, we've just come out of the Stouch trial. There are parents in this world like the Chad Daybells and Lori Vallows, the Letitia Stouches, who murder their own children and cover it up. Don't think or pretend there aren't. I'm not accusing Candus Bly of anything. I'm speculating on a hypothesis based on physical evidence, not circumstantial, not rumor, not gossip, not somebody talked to somebody on the phone or somebody messaged somebody or what the fuck ever. I'm talking about a photograph of Summer Wells taken from a video wherein she is in violation of Tennessee state law, if nothing else, for not having the baby in a booster seat. And that's the fucking least of it, Candus Bly. Hi, Karma is a bitch and you're Karma, baby. Karma's saying hi to Sin. XOXO Sin, XOXO. Hi, Kim. Kim, Aurora, Carrie, mods, all flies, if you're still here. Flies, are you a mod over here, baby? Baby, is it Mikkel, Michael, or Michelle? I'm sorry. Priestman, hi, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Valerie, there you are, honey. Hi, saying, where's Millie? There's our Millie. Hi, Millie RN. Millie saying hi to everybody. And our Teresa is in here. Burnt back cheeks. Yeah, baby, I remember seeing you in chat rooms that you watched the entire Letitia trial too. Most of us over here did, baby. Hi, Birdie's Crime Chat. And mods, as always, feel free to drop links for creators that have joined us today. They're here because they care about summer. Hi, Heather Lynn. Yeah, baby, everything's going good. I just thought I'd try an early morning. I'd had, I wouldn't say a buku, but I think I could, I think it would be valid to say numerous requests to do an earlier in the morning live stream. So that there would be, you know, some folks like down under and whatnot that could catch it. But I wanted to grab and highlight. Hi, Happy Frank. Burnt Dirt, hi, welcome back. Babies, if I've missed you, I'm sorry. I'm scrolling back up here. And darlings, that's about all I've got. And I'll put those links below. And here again, I want to make it clear, I'm not saying, hi, Jane. It's good to see you, darling. Come up here. Hi, Sassy Brenda. Hi, Sassy. Karma, honey, I haven't talked to Angel in like over a week. I'm choosing not to, let's see, let me think. Something major happened with someone major, not a child, in Angel's life. And it's serious. And I wait to hear from her. I am not at liberty to discuss what is going on in the real lives of other human beings, so I won't. But to the best of my knowledge, Angel herself is just fine. And she loves us. She's just got some stuff going on. She'll be back. If she wasn't going to be back, I'm pretty sure she'd let me know because I'm her managing moderator. So, hi, Jack of all trades, honey. I think I said hi to you when I thought I was live at the beginning and I wasn't. Always good to see Jack. Pamela Richardson is saying, I pray justice comes for this little life that mattered. She can't tell us what happened. Little Summer, you have our hearts in love. Yes, Pamela, honey, thank you for saying that because she surely does, baby. She surely does. I'm not going to cry. I've got to, hi, Dakota. I have got to, kids, come to a place that I can talk about these things and not escalate your emotions by my emotions escalating. It's not good for you. I'm okay afterwards because I know how to decompress in a very healthy way. But maybe some of you aren't. Hi, Nanya. Oh, golly, guys, I'm seeing I've missed a bunch of you in chat. I'm so sorry. Let me just grab a few of you here. We've got burnt butt cheeks. Melody, he's doing good. He's doing great, as a matter of fact. Little stinker sleeps all the time. And anybody, hi, crazy chicken. Anyone in chat that wonders what is being asked about little old man is one of our 22 cat rescues who has been through quite the ringer here lately. And there it is, burnt dirt. I couldn't remember it. Burnt butt cheeks. Did you sit on burnt dirt? Millie, hi, baby. Oh, hi, Wood Fairy. Was the vehicle from the milk jug video searched or tested for forensic evidence? Wood Fairy, baby, there are so many different sweetheart, I can't find any actual official documentation or official law enforcement statement that definitively tells us. I mean, we know, Wood Fairy, that we've heard the dispatcher telling the officer, the deputy en route, search the house and the camper, even if they tell you they've already been searched. Do we know if they did that? Well, we have the numerous claims from Don and Candus that the house has been tossed. I won't, because they've used different numbers at different times. So I will just say numerous times that the house had been tossed, searched. People talk about the vehicles having been searched, should have been searched, ought to have been searched. But let's all remember, 110 Ben Hill Road in the Beech Creek community near Rogersville, Tennessee was never, ever taped off, or any portion of it, as a crime scene. So, Wood Fairy, long answer made short, I don't know. But if there's anybody that can help Wood Fairy in chat with an answer. Hi, Mary Jane. Michael McKell Priestman is saying to Mary Jane, also, they could have went out in the canoe and buried her somewhere. Babies, there's so very many possibilities that can funnel into probabilities, that can funnel into likely scenarios. Hi, Cotton Candy. What you got going on, baby? Cotton Candy 65. I have some good news, y'all. Please keep praying for law enforcement, TBI, feds. Believe me, justice is coming real soon. I talked to a couple of my good friends that are higher ups. It's going to. Thank you for sharing that with us, Cotton Candy 65. I'm not going to cry. In the meantime, we being you guys and me and other responsible creators. In the meantime, we'll just keep her name out here. Find every avenue that we can to mention her. And Valerie Ventura saying a little 50-pound girl is like trying to find a needle in a haystack. Someone was so... Yeah, when I look at that Tennessee law, 4'9", I'm 4'11" 3/4 inches. My driver's license says I'm 5 feet tall because the Arkansas DMV wasn't going to put fractions. And I didn't want to be shorter than I am. So they made me 5 foot even on my driver's license. So if I were 2 inches shorter, I would have to be... No, I think of that in relationship to my height. In summer, babies, help me remember, what is the official? Hang on a second. Well, I'm scared to try to pull up a new tab. Well, let me try. Hang on. Let me try. If I lose you, babies, if it ends suddenly, it's because I've touched the wrong thing and just ended the live without meaning to. But I'm going to go out on a limb here and try to do something I haven't done before while I'm running live, or at least very few times. TBI. There we go. Well, of course, it pops up right away because I've searched it so many times. I know you guys can't see what I'm looking at. Give me a second, babies. I don't want to... Didn't they say she was... Physical description. That's what I'm looking for. The height and weight, which I've never believed, which is why I've never had it solid in my head like I do every other detail that I never have to consult notes over. For summer, I have never allowed that height and weight to become solidified in my mind because I've never believed it. 4 feet tall and 40 pounds, Sin, is that... Baby, I thought one of the numbers was a 3. I thought they said she was 3 feet. See, and I don't want to say what's wrong. I mean, you guys put in chat what you want to. That's okay. But since I'm the talking head up here, I'm in the frequently asked questions. Hang on. Hang on. Oh, kind of gets my stomach, guys. Hang on. Hi, Ralph Sharp. I just noticed you there, baby, when I was clicking around there. And I know you guys know how it is when you put 2 characters in your Google search bar and the entire link to the website just goes, oh, here you go. You know, you've been there more than once for dang sure. No, it's not a cold case. Yes, the Amber Alert is still active. Don't get me started on who saw her last. According to Ronnie Lawson, her brothers saw her last, not her mother. Babies, please, if you want to, if you're wanting to hang out, I'm fixing to say bye, but are you telling me that height and weight is not on the frequently asked questions? Is the FBI involved? Yes, they've been involved since the Amber Alert was issued, just in case anybody's wanting to argue about that. You gotta be kidding me. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. Oh, look at her. Hi, Summer. Hi. Mm. Summer has blonde hair, blue eyes, stands 3 feet tall and weighs approximately 40 pounds. She was reportedly last seen wearing gray pants. A pink shirt, and was possibly barefoot. Well, if that's right, she certainly was not 4'9", was she? The circumstances of Summer's disappearance remain unclear. Should the TBI develop information that she was abducted and have suspect and vehicle specifics to provide, they will share it with the public immediately. Donald Wells and Candus Bly. Do you see it? Donald Wells and Candus Bly. You sons of bitches. You motherfucking sons of bitches. If the TBI develops information that Summer was abducted and they have a suspect and a vehicle description, specifics to provide, they will share it with the public immediately, you motherfuckers. God damn you both to hell. I fucking hate them. I fucking hate them. Ronnie Lawson, you had reason to arrest that bitch merely based on that video for violation of Tennessee child safety laws in a motor vehicle on a fucking highway in your fucking county. You lowlife piece of shit, Ronnie Lawson. You son of a bitch. Too fucking busy covering your piece of shit son's ass. And Summer went missing to even care. I fucking hate you too, you son. You. God damn you too. And may I say to my viewing audience, in those two circumstances, I purposefully used the phrase, and I am not taking God's name in vain by having done so, because I am literally asking God to damn them. Please, God, comma, damn them. Now, I said, if I have missed you in chat, I'm very sorry. It wasn't my intent. I know you will not give up on Summer. Not a single one of you. We've already discussed it here. I strongly recommend subscribing and viewing to every single thing that Killer Looks puts up. Mods, please drop a link for Killer Looks channel, and please drop it more than once before I say goodbye. If you are a creator and you have valid, credible information that can be used by a think tank, a real one, not a gossip mill, not a canard-driven pack of wolves just trying to make up some shit to make money and get some clicks and views, check out the loops on Killer Looks for Summer. If you're not inclined to do so, that's cool, no problem. But no matter what you do, don't give up on Summer Wells. This is not a cold case. The Amber Alert is still active. In Hawkins County, whether or not they're doing anything, I don't know, the lead investigative agency, but we do have reason to believe that the assisting agencies, Bureau and the Bureau of Investigation, are involved and are doing everything they can to find out what happened to Summer Wells on the 15th of June, 2021. She seemingly vanished off of the face of the earth sometime in the early afternoon hours, according to Leslie Earhart, the public information officer for TBI. According to Sheriff Ronnie Lawson of Hawkins County, Tennessee, Summer was last seen by her brothers. Her brothers have been removed, from the home within weeks after Summer's disappearance by Child Protective Services in the state of Tennessee, and to this day, May the 11th of 2023, just a few weeks now until the 2-year marker of Summer's disappearance. Those boys have not been returned to their parents. There's a reason for that. But in the description below, you will find Summer's description and a number of contacts that you can make to authorities, as well as the Center for Missing and Exploited Children. If you happen to have any credible information about the disappearance and or the whereabouts of blonde-haired, blue-eyed, 3 foot tall, 40-pound, teeny little girl from Northeast Tennessee, that on the day she disappeared, her mother chose not to properly ensure her safety and welfare in the back seat of her grandma's pickup. And the song that's coming to mind today, that is the tradition here, if I sing you out. Hi, Dixie, Tennessee Mountains. And again, I'm sorry if I missed you in chat. Here's a really odd song for me to be thinking of, but I always go, or generally go, with what pops into my head. It's not easy for me to sing with the dental work thing going on as well. Yeah, Deanna, there's no way she was 4'9". She wasn't tall enough to not be in that booster seat. And that in and of itself is clearly a violation of Tennessee state law. And I don't even know how well the song will come off without music accompaniment. Come to me, run to me, do and be done with me. Cold, cold, cold. Don't I exist for you? Don't I still live for you? Cold, cold, cold. Cold is the color of crystal, the snow light that falls from the heavenly sky. Catch me and let me dive under, for I want to swim in the pools of your eyes. Dying is easy, it's living that scares me to death. Ooh, yeah. I would be so content hearing the sound of your breath. Ooh, yeah. Cold is the color of crystal, the snow light that falls from a heavenly sky. So catch me and let me dive under, for I want to swim in the pools of your eyes. We're going to modulate. Don't I belong to you, baby? Oh, won't you let me inside of your heart? Yeah. Don't you believe in me, baby? God knows that nothing can tear us apart. Oh, come on now, come on now, come on now. I'm telling you, I've loved you right from the start. Whoa. But the more I want you, the less I get. Ain't that just the way things are? Dying is easy. It's living that scares me to death. Oh, yeah. I would tell y'all to behave yourselves, but I don't see any sense at all in me wasting my breath in your time. So I'm just going to tell you that I love you individually from the bottom of my heart, regardless of what has or may happen. Every single one of you. So go have some fun. Have a constructive day. Be safe while you're doing it. Learn, teach, and look for the universal hand sign. Thumb to the palm and 4 fingers over is telling you, help me, I'm being held against my will. Dial 911, do not approach. Attempt to keep them in your line of sight without drawing attention to yourself. And don't ever forget for 1 minute, there truly is one batshit crazy old cat lady out here on the mean streets of YouTube who prays for you every single night. And you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. I love you. And then